right, last weekend went to the Sportsman's Expo in Wisconsin Dells. Went up there for another deer hunting show. I went to the one in Peoria in Illinois 2 weeks before that, because you know I like to deer hunt. So went up there to that. Went to the event Saturday and Sunday. Driving back home to Illinois, or to my Airbnb in DeKalb Sunday evening. It's probably 3 or 4 p.m. I'm out on the interstate in Wisconsin, and just above Madison. Of course, I got on my GPS to get me back to where I need to go, and it says speed trap ahead. Well, yeah, I passed by a state trooper. I'm always going the speed limit anyway, so that doesn't bother me. And a little while later, I notice he's behind me. Then I notice he's right beside me. Then he passes me. I'm still doing the limit. Everybody's, you know, going the right speed. And he gets over in the far slow lane and gets behind me again. I said, this guy's gonna get me for something, because why? Out-of-state plates. I said, yeah, he's gonna get me for out-of-state plates, because that happened to me in Indiana. I took the referral. I'm going to check out the job on I think I picked up the referral on a Friday in Indiana, near Evansville, and wanted to go and check out the job for Monday, see where it was at. I'd never been there before. So I'm minding my own business, driving down the interstate there, and I seen troopers over in the median in between, you know, both north and south lanes, and I said, well, let me don't just blow by them. So I wasn't speeding, but you know, I just merged over behind the 18-wheeler and kept going. Before you know it, they done got behind me and pulled me over. He came up to my window and he said, you know why I pulled you over? I said, I wasn't speeding, so I know it wasn't for that. He said, well, I noticed your out-of-state plates, and we've got a lot of drugs running up and down the interstate with out-of-state plates between states, so we're gonna run everything, make sure you don't have anything on you. No, I didn't have anything on me. I don't do drugs. And so anyway, he didn't give me anything, just, you know, said, oh, he did say this. He said, well, you were looking suspicious. I said, looking suspicious? I said, I ain't looked suspicious a day in my life. I said, how was I suspicious? He said, well, you merged over when you saw us. I said, yeah, so I wouldn't, you know, just blow by you. Y'all were right up on the edge of the highway there. I said, I just merged over out of courtesy, not because I was doing something wrong. And so anyway, that ended that, and he let me go because it wasn't nothing he could get me on. So anyway, this guy in Wisconsin, he came up to my window after I pulled over, and he said, do you know why I pulled you over? I said, let me guess, out-of-state plates. He said, well, yeah, out-of-state plates. We thought something was up when you didn't have a plate on the front of your car, my SUV. And I'm thinking, why do y'all have plates on the front and the back up in these Midwest states anyway? Why don't you just have a plate on the back like we do in Alabama? But anyway, I said, yeah. He said, yeah, and well, that's no reason to pull you over, but you got a headlight out. Now, I know my stuff. I get this car washed every day in my car wash. I knew my headlight wasn't out. I said, I don't have a headlight out. He said, yeah, you do. And so I opened my door to get out, and he said, hey, don't get out. It's dangerous over there on that side with traffic. So I shut the door. And he said, yeah, your windows are tinted. I said, I don't have them tinted. He said, your windows are tinted too dark also. I said, that's factory in the rear. I've never had them tinted. I've had this car 2 years. And he said, well, it's 35% up here in Wisconsin. It's 32 in Alabama. And you probably, I said, I bought this in Florida. I said, that's factory tint. That's not added on tint. He said, well, if you would, step back here and let's go to my car. So now all of a sudden it's safe to go back to his car. It's the same traffic. So I step out and go back there to his car and sit in. And he said, I knew, hey, I ain't got nothing to hide. Let him run my driver's license and insurance. I had all that. So note to self, for you travelers, when you're traveling out of state, make sure all your headlights are working as you're headed to and fro to between states, which is common knowledge, but you know, it's still, they can throw up the out-of-state plate. They'll throw up something, it looks like. So anyway, as we're sitting there and we're just, you know, small talking it, you know, he asked me what I'm doing up here. I told him I'm going to a deer show because I like to deer hunt. I'm working in Illinois. All of a sudden, another trooper or a police officer pulls up, and he gets out with the drug-sniffing dog. So they go up. I know I'm clean as can be. I'm clean as a whistle. And he goes up there and circles the car, and I told the other guy, I said, he ain't gonna find nothing on me. He ain't gonna find nothing in my car. And they tried to, he circled it like 3 times, never could find anything, so he come back. Then he had small talk with me, and so it got serious for a second there when the dogs came out, and I was like, my goodness. So anyway, he said, yeah, I'm just gonna give you a warning for the tint. And I was like, all right, at this point now I'm thinking, goodness, let me just get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter how clean I know I am, you know, they don't know that. Anyway, I'll let it go at that. But so I went back, got to my car, and he stood by my window again. He said, he put his checker on it, checked it. He said, yeah, you're at 20%. I don't think I am. I think that's factory. I don't know what factory is. I'm gonna try to look it up. If you leave it in the comments, a 2011 Tahoe, the rear windows and passenger and driver's side windows. Now my driver's side window and my other window and my windshield up front are all, you know, clear, but it's the one right here in the back and the rear back there that he's claiming is too dark, 20%. Of course, he didn't even show me the meter. I don't even know. I just had to take his word for it. And I said, which headlight was out? And he said, turn them on. He said, I don't see one out now. I thought, yeah, I know, because my stuff works. I'm an electrician. I ain't gonna let a bulb go out. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, he said, you have your fog lights on? I said, yeah, I had my fog lights on because it was snowing and storming up here and as I was leaving the Dales. He said, well, maybe you got one out there. So I turned them on. No light out there either. So anyway, it's kind of got pulled over for nothing. I guess that's good. You know, hey, maybe if it'd been a bad guy, he would have got him with the drugs and stuff. But, you know, it just seems like a hassle that the headlight was a lie. The tint may be a lie, but so anyway, I'm thinking, you know, I had some technical difficulties just now. Said my phone was too hot. I think I'm done getting heated up thinking about this whole ordeal. Getting pulled over for a headlight out and windows too dark when it wasn't a headlight out. I wasn't speeding. I didn't have drugs. And my windows are factory tint. So you travelers, note to self, have your insurance card ready right there in your wallet. Easy to find. Don't be fumbling around not knowing where your current insurance card is. And be aware that out-of-state plates are going to draw attention. So anyway, I'm almost out here to the public land. That's all I got for today. Everybody be safe. Remember, when you do things the proper way, expect proper results. That's all I got. Goodbye.